And we're joined this afternoon by author Dave Nassaney to talk about his latest book, It's My Life Too. And Dave, thanks so much for coming to talk with us.
Appreciate it.
Good to have you on. And
Likewise.
So talk about what the book's, the premise is and what we're going to learn as we read the chapters there.
Well, it all started 21 years ago when my beautiful wife, Charlene, suffered a massive stroke, left her severely speech impaired, paralyzed on the right side.
Wow. And
our world just kind of turned upside down, and we didn't exactly know what to do, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know what a caregiver was. But through everything that I've been through, I eventually started a radio show for caregivers. It's called Dave the Caregiver's Caregiver Radio Show. It's a popular iTunes podcast. And now I'm a third-time best-selling author to my latest book. It's My Life Too, Reclaim Your Caregiver Sanity by Learning When to Say Yes and When to Say No.
Because I imagine as a caregiver, you know, it becomes a drain and struggle for your life as well, even no matter whether you don't want it to be, but it's just the nature that comes with that.
Yeah, well, you know, the airlines tell us in the event of an emergency, put your oxygen mask on first. And that's so important because the biggest mistake caregivers make is they don't know how to put their needs first. Right. Second mistake they make is they don't know how to ask for help. I mean, everybody has a cell phone. Call your brother, call your sister, call your husband's ex-wife, you know, call somebody.
And it's okay to do that.
It is okay to do that.
You have to understand that is okay to make that phone call and to get that help that you need.
Caregivers think that that they're a failure if they somehow can't do it themselves, you know. And the third mistake that they often make is they allow undeserved guilt to affect their decisions. You know, I think of Sanford & Son, who always guilts his son into doing stuff. Elizabeth, I'm coming for you, honey. You know, and caregivers are subjected to that kind of guilt all the time. And that kind of guilt will kill you. All this stuff will kill you.
So what does the book teach us, and what can folks gather from reading that?
Well, I've been traveling all across the country, as I told you, on all these networks, and I'm sharing my message, how to prevent your loved one's illness or disease from actually killing you. And so it's so sad that 30% of the 65 million caregivers that are out there will actually die before their loved ones do. Wow. And the lucky ones who don't die, well, they're just going to become sicker than their ones they're caring for, and they're eventually going to need a caregiver themselves. So this book is perfect for caregivers who know they should be putting their needs first, but they just don't know how. Bottom line is, it's going to save lives.
So how do folks get a copy of this? And I know you have a book signing coming up as well.
We do. Amazon.com. I'm going to steal a line from The Godfather. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay. So I've lowered the price of the Kindle from $10 down to 99 cents because I want everybody to have a copy of this. And if you're not a caregiver, buy it for a caregiver. You might be saving their life. So just go to Amazon.com, type in my name, David Nassaney, or the name of the book, It's My Life Too. Okay. And it's just the Kindle that's on sale. We have paperbacks too. Right. And now this Friday, which is 2 more days,
2 days away,
in Johnson City, 3030 Franklin Terrace, we're having a book signing from 1 to 3. Come on out and let's talk, let's cry together, laugh together, you know. And for those of you who are not a caregiver, buy one for a caregiver. Not only going to bless them, you probably save their life.
Dave, thanks so much for coming and talking with us.
Thank you.
And, stop by and see Dave there at the book signing coming up Barnes & Noble, Johnson City, on Friday, 1 to 3 there. He will be out there, and also you can find it online as well.
Do I have 10 seconds to share about my wife, just to update?
Yeah, how is she doing?
She's doing great. She still can't talk, but she can communicate non-verbally through charades and Pictionary, 2 games I hate, by the way. And she still can't walk, but she has a power wheelchair that gets her around, and we travel the world. And
wonderful.
She's amazing. She's like a one-arm wallpaper hanger. She makes us normal people look like whiners and complainers, and I'm proud to be her husband.
That is wonderful. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
We're back with more of News 5 at noon with Hands On, talking a little science at home after the break.